How's it going, Bible Talk family? Welcome back to Bible Talk with BW, where we read scripture, we observe it, and then we apply it to our lives. I've been dealing with a terrible migraine the last 2 days, and yesterday I meant to do a video, but I laid down for a little bit and ended up falling asleep, I think at like 8 o'clock. So I wasn't able to get to a video. And then today my migraine has just been worse. And so if I seem like a little spazzy or spaced out or anything else, just know I'm dealing with a migraine, and it tends to make me seem a little slower and not as focused. But I'm gonna chop it up to the enemy's trying to attack me and slow me down, so I'm not gonna let that happen. Today, actually, I was mowing at work and I was listening to the Bible, and there was one story that just hit me like a bag of bricks, and I wanted to share that story with you, read that story for you guys and share it with you. I'm sure you guys already know it. It's a popular one found in the book of Matthew, but I'm gonna do my best to try to read it and then explain why it hit me so hard, and hopefully not get emotional, because whenever I have a migraine, I tend to get emotional more easy. But yeah, that being said, this is Matthew 15, starting in verse 21. And I know I usually just open the Bible and find something to read, but I really wanted to share this with you guys. So, all right, Matthew 15, verse 21. Leaving that place, Jesus withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon. A Canaanite woman from that vicinity came to him, crying out, "Lord, Son of David," I'll highlight that, "have mercy on me. My daughter is demon-possessed and suffering terribly." Jesus did not answer a word. So his disciples came to him and urged him, "Send her away, for she keeps crying out after us." He answered, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel." The woman came and knelt before him. "Lord, help me," she said. He replied, "It is not right to take the children's bread and toss it to the dogs." "Yes, it is, Lord," she replied. "Even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." Then Jesus said to her, "Woman, you have great faith. Your request is granted." And her daughter was healed at that moment. Again, I was shocked when this hit me so hard, because I've read this so many times. But I feel like the reason it did, maybe because I have a child now. But what I want to point out is when she first came to Jesus, it sounded almost rehearsed, at least in my head. You know, crying out, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy on me." Like, I feel like she was in front of a mirror rehearsing that to Jesus. So Jesus didn't acknowledge that. You know, I feel like today that can be us. It can be you, it can be me. You know, we go through the motions of what we've been taught in the church. You know, of taking communion. You know, we just take communion without thinking what it means. And Jesus didn't answer, and then he answers his disciples, and he says, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel," talking about, you know, the Jewish people. But he did that, I feel like, just to, obviously, to get her attention, and I think in my head, to kind of test her and see what she was going to do. And then I feel like she understood what Jesus was doing, And so then she came kneeling before him, you know, with all her heart. She says, Lord, help me, she said. And it wasn't until she really understood who Jesus was um, that Jesus felt her heart. And, again, he responds, it is not right to take the children's bread and toss it to the dogs. And I feel like at the end, she just had enough of the acting or the trying to say the right words. She just gave everything she had to Jesus. Yes, it is, Lord, she said. Even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from the master's table. And when Jesus felt her heart, he realized, hey, woman, you have great faith. Your request is granted. It wasn't until she was able to give Jesus everything that her request was granted. And today, like I said, it's hitting me hard again, just because I feel like that's what happens with Christians so often. We go through the motions, and then it isn't until we fall on our knees we're ready to humble ourselves before Jesus and do whatever it takes for Jesus to hear us. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. Super powerful for me. Again, I have a migraine, so I could just be extra emotional because of my migraine, but a great picture of what it means to feel Jesus's love, and just to have him request, to fulfill our requests. I appreciate you guys' time. Let me know what you guys thought about this. All right, well, until next time.